Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. My name is June, and today we are going to do something that I don't usually actually do, is to make a watch with parts ordered from AliExpress. So every part of this watch is ordered from AliExpress, and I was inspired by this Benra's military watch that I have repaired a few weeks ago. The only problem is that it's a reliable watch, but it's not waterproof, I don't believe, and I wanted something that I can wear every day without worrying about the water damage or anything. So the first step was to figure out which movement to use, and I just chose this Chinese clone of ETA 2824. This company is Chinese most well-known watchmaker called Seagull. And for the case, I wanted something not too wide, maybe 36 millimeters in diameter. So I chose this case. And for the dial and hands, I wanted something military watch inspired, so I chose this one. And these are the tools I thought were necessary to assemble this DIY parts. There are some optional tools, maybe movement holder, ruler, finger cuts. The movement was lubricated, but I heard in some cases it's not really well oiled, so that's why I put these oils as optional. Yeah, here I am just inspecting the movement, and I was really shocked by how good it looked. In the beginning, I thought, okay, these are Chinese clone movements, so I thought it would be a lot inferior to the Swiss original movement, but these are really good clones, and it also runs well, as you can see. Now the watch is flipped, and as you can see, it also is running quite well. I believe some people actually strip this down and service it before using it, but I'm just going to see how it works after a few days, if it runs well or not. So yeah, and I'm removing the hands now with the hand removing tool. And here is the dial, and it looks quite okay. I mean, it's not the most beautiful dial I've ever seen, but for the money, I think it does its job. But it also has a lot of pins, dial pins like that, because it's also supposed to fit NH35 Seiko movement, so I have to remove all the other pins that I don't need. Otherwise, I won't be able to install it on this movement. So as you can see, I'm just clipping the pins, and there's a spacer. This one also comes with the movement. I just have to install the spacer, and that way the dial can go on top. So here is the hour wheel, and I did unfortunately bend the washer while removing the hands, so be careful when you're doing that. It's no big deal, I straightened. And here is the dial locking mechanism, so that's how, when you push this, you can lock the dial like so. When you take it out, the dial comes out. When you push it, it locks. So there are only two of those for this movement, and the case seems really solid as well. It's brushed very nicely on the side and on top, and it also has a sapphire glass, so I don't have to worry about it being getting scratches a lot. And the crown also, it comes with the screw down crown, which means that it'll be a lot more watertight and water resistant. I believe this has a 200 meter rating. I don't know whether I'll ever go down 200 meters, but I think I'm pretty confident that this will work. So now I'm installing the hands, and I really like the design of these hands, more so than the dial, and I obviously did not order them separately, so I think it matches quite well, the dial and the hands, which is quite difficult to do so if you order them separately. And one thing I didn't really like about this case is that it comes with this really flimsy, cheap plastic adapter or ring. to house the movement, but it's not going to be visible or anything, but I mean, yeah, you get what you pay for. So now I am just checking with the crown and the stem, and obviously the stem is too long, so I have to cut that down. So I have to measure, and this is where the ruler comes in. I'm going to just use my caliper and see how roughly how many millimeters of the stem I should cut. But I always cut a little bit shorter than needed, so 4.7. I will first mark it with a marker, and then just use a wire cutter to nip it off. Yeah, I mean, it's always better to do it in small increments, so I never cut it all the way to the length that I need. I just cut it little by little, and then also use sandpaper to smooth the tip. And this also makes the stem a little bit shorter. So yeah, and also the crown comes with this spring-loaded mechanism, so as you can see, spring and screw, like I can really lock it. It seems super solid. And the back case, you will need some sort of a back case remover or installer to install, yeah, the back case. And that's it. It's as simple as that. And the watch is running well. And this is the strap I also ordered from AliExpress for like €5. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if I take this to the swimming pool or to the football match, or I don't have to worry about it. Even it's not even a leather, so I can just wash it in running water. And as you can see, the movement is running really well, and it seems very reliable. I'll see after a few days if it runs even better than now. But yeah, that's it. Very simple, very practical, nice field watch for the buck. I think it cost me around €100 to make this watch. So if you're thinking about it, I think it's definitely worth it. It's a lot easier than repairing vintage watches. And you can make your own dream watch doing this. Obviously it doesn't have the heritage or this cool vintage look, but well, as a tool watch, I love it. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.